Hello? Yep, we're back. Okay, so the interactable ARG, otherwise known as the Lathe Computer Search, was the Chapter 3 interactable ARG. On May 31st, 2023, Mob Entertainment released the Destroy Toy map to coincide with the arrival of Project Playtime's second phase, Incineration. In this map, a sticky note hanging on a desk can be found that reads 6/27, don't forget, implying that the date was important. On June 27th, 2023, Mob Entertainment posted an image teasing the ARG on all their social media platforms and its relevance to Chapter 3. The image itself revealed a Playtime Co computer with 5 applications: My Computer, CCTV, Network, Recycle Bin, Command Prompt, and File Explorer. The computer also had the old Playtime Co symbol on top and references the IBM G54 computer. When the image was brightened, it revealed red smoke with the number 3 and a mysterious space in the mist, foreshadowing Chapter 3 and presumably the new character. The computer also had a clock on the bottom right corner with the time being 7:19 p.m. This foreshadowed July 19th, 2023, when a teaser image for the second teaser trailer of Chapter 3 was unveiled to be coming out on July 26th. The image also had secrets. When the image was brightened up, Huggy Wuggy's body had the words "Rejoice in the hour of joy" written on it. Command prompt recycle bin CCTV network my computer official ARG teaser Brennan and official ARG teaser. Yeah. I remember that. That was Catnap, wasn't it? And the File Explorer, mail, uh, teaser trailer and Brennan up teaser trailer. Yeah. Hey, Jason. Welcome. Uh, so July 26th, logging in and Playcare reports. At the end of Chapter 3, teaser trailer 2, released on July 26, 2023, the website www.playtimeco.org was shown. I don't think it's available anymore. Yeah, it's not. It's not. Was shown leading people to the emulated computer seen in the previous teaser. On the bottom left corner of the monitor was a sticky note containing the password for Lath Pierre's account, HOI_LP95 exclamation mark. After players entered the password, they had to press the red button on the bottom right to power the computer on. Users at the time also had to zoom out to 67% if nothing happened when they clicked on the icons. The computer showed the home screen with all of the aforementioned applications as seen in the previous teaser. However, only 2 of them at the time were active: CCTV, Network, and File Explorer. That's a misspell, I think. Clicking on File Explorer led to 2 folders: Playcare and Innovation. The Innovation folder had another locked folder within it titled Bigger Bodies Initiative. The password for this folder at the time was unknown. Going into the Playcare folder led to an unlocked folder called Reports, which contained a locked folder titled Harper_021. At the beginning of the second teaser, there was a brief flash of a distorted image of the gas mask with the phrase Spectre_Metis spread it diagonally throughout the static. This image first appeared at the end of restricted restoration.mp4. Spectre Medus translates to fear of the spectre in Latin. Putting in Spectre underscore Medus as exclamation mark as a password as the password for the Harper underscore 021 folder unlocked it, revealing a video and an image. The video titled Red Smoke in 20 Red Smoke Test 048, which could be played either on the computer itself or on the Vimeo link, showed the red gas being emitted from a black tube attached to some kind of machine. As the gas was administered, the screams of children were heard at the end before cutting to static and then blackness. The image was of a written incident report by Playtime co-counsellor Claire Harper. Said report concerned Mary Payne, the child who would later become Mommy Longlegs, detailing how she had a mental breakdown during the night on February 8th, unspecified year. Claire was unsure of what caused the incident and demanded that something be done about it. Beside the main paper's top right side was another paper with the code zero omniscient underscore I on it, only seen when the brightness was turned up. So yeah, this is the start of the ARG. This specifically, the teaser. I don't know when it'll appear, but it does at some point. But this was the start of the ARG. Woogie woogie. Chapter 3, Deep Sleep. Winter 2023, as we know, that all didn't come into play. It was January 30th, 2024. Yeah, I don't know where the website was, but this was the interactive computer. This was the image, the chapter 3 teaser to gas mask. I'll show that. This was the file locked application, and this was the red smoke testing video. Yeah, we don't need to know about that. I don't know if. Oh, yeah, that is incident report. I'll try and zoom in for this. To a Claire Harper counselor. Mary Payne, a child within play care. Yeah, I'm not able to read that. I'm gonna go find that. ARG. No, I don't want that. No. ARG documents. Second, eighth, Claire Harper, occupation counselor. Mary Payne, a child within my care, began violently screaming just after lights out. She was experiencing an intense nightmare, only she wouldn't wake from it. Her eyes darted around the room. Her skin was pale like a ghost. Her lips were blue. Her heart was racing, and her skin was hot to the touch. Three of us had to hold her down on the stretcher for safe transport. Incident causes. I can only guess at this point, as infuriating as that is. I've noticed a group of boys who pick on her, teasing her around during their playtime. It could be them causing this. Maybe it was something that was missed during her monthly checkup from the previous period. Notes, whatever it causes, ensure this never happens to my little girl again, or I will. Yeah, so that's sad. How much? Ooh, there's a lot of like Pierre computer searches. Ooh, I don't like how much there is. Oh, yeah. LA and the Rose. On the Rose, it's me, Elmo. Hello. No, Elmo. Yeah, I don't know. But anyways, this was brought up revealing the top bit with the password on it. And then that's it for that CCTV network. The omniscient underscore I code was for the CCTV network application, since the lens of a camera can see anything. When unlocked, there were 8 camera feeds from the Playtime Co virtual security system with various locations from Chapter 2. A noteworthy addition was the hidden labyrinth camera where the door the prototype's arm came out of to take Mummy Longleg's head is now open. The CCTV network also had an archive system where the feed could show what occurred on a certain date. Two particular dates at the time had pages available: June 18th, 1992, the same day as Huggy Wuggy's disappearance, and August 8th, 1995, the same day of Kissy Missy's relocation. Both pages were password protected, and their passwords were unknown. Yeah, so this is STU1, STU2, STU3, STU4, STU5, STU6, STU7, STU8. Yeah, I think that's all. Yeah, then redacted email. Initially, the mail icon could not be interacted with, but after inserting one of 3 keywords, Harper, computer, or mail, into the CCTV app and leaving the tab open, players Yeah, yeah. So that was a redacted email, yeah. Which I can show, but like, hey Lee, the one of those dang huggy wuggies is loose. Yeah, that was a test. Mail application. On September 19th, 2023, fans discovered a new code related to a mail icon that appeared on the computer. On October 25th, the same day, Phase 3 Forsaken released. Mob Entertainment posted a Playtime Go poster on several social media sites. Said poster was about employees having to check their emails regularly, stating employees as a reminder, please consistently check your electronic mail while working safely and in complete obedience to the rules outlined in our orientation notebook. Which is a real book, dude. Yeah. After this, the mail application was open for everyone with one new email from an unknown source sitting in the inbox titled By the Pricking of My Thumbs. Once opened, two photos of a transmission submission next to a Huggy Wuggy plush was seen. The rest of the email read, looking for something will tell you a secret if you can prove you're willing to pay attention. The images showed a transmission submission of a phone call between Joel Sinclair, Playcare's head counselor, and Thomas Clark, a Playcare pediatrician, who would later become Experiment 1199. They discussed an incident concerning a boy named Theodore. The second image was Brennan. The text monstrous underscore and Vivo was vaguely seen on one of the censored lines. Monstrous and Vivo translates to I live monstrous in Latin. No, no, not what I wanted. Playcast staff are required to check the mail regularly. Looking for something will tell you a secret if you can prove you're willing to pay attention. Transcript submission. 5:14 a.m. Department Playcare participants Joel Sinclair, LPC, head counselor, Dr. Thomas Clark, MD, on-site pediatrician. Transcript submitted at the request of Laith Pierre. Thomas, we need to talk. I'm still trying to piece everything together. Do you have an update on Theodore? Last I heard, they were loading him into an ambulance. That was about half an hour ago, I think. I guess that's something. Do we have any idea what happened to him? My goodness, that poor kid. I saw the burns as they were wheeling him out, but nobody knew what was going on. Something about him sneaking out of Home Sweet Home. He's 7. How would he know what to do with it in the first place? Oh, wait. No, 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 no. Are you suggesting what I think you are? I don't know. He's always been a bit odd. Hard to get a read on. But that. Okay, that's strange. I hadn't heard about that. Maybe you're right. Either way, I'm just glad security slapped in to get things under control. Not a clue. I don't want to know, to be honest. It's sure not going to into my briefing for the rest of the Playcare staff this morning. Speaking of which, I should probably go. It's Crafts Day today, and I'm gonna need a good few minutes to put my happy face back on for the kids. If you do get any more info on Theodore's condition, will let me know. Thanks, Thomas. I'll check in with you around lunch. End of call. The monstrous Ivy password revealed. Oh. Oh yeah, I see that. So it's on the brighten up. Confidential reports. How long are we at the moment? 22 minutes. Opening the File Explore page, users found a new locked folder titled Confidential Reports. Putting in Monstrous in Vivo as the password of the Confidential Reports folder unlocked it, revealing an image. Said image was of a report on the death of an anonymous Playtime co-employee, stating that he had died of multiple abdominal puncture wounds, resulting in a catastrophic and fatal loss of blood, and that he had also likely been dead for several weeks before anyone found him. When this image was stretched out vertically, an inverted message was revealed. At the bottom, flipping the image revealed the word Nephilim, who in the Hebrew Bible were a group of mysterious entities of unusually large size and strength who lived both before and after the flood. Fans speculated that the anonymous Playtime co-employee was none other than Ron Stoll, who had supposedly been consumed by Boxy Boo Nephilim. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to read that, so I'm gonna need to go documents. Never mind, it's not on here. Yeah. Can I zoom in a bit? Update regarding the death of Playtime Co staff employee number hashtag. See also accompanying police report. The coroner's report determined the cause of death to be multiple abdominal puncture wounds, resulting in catastrophic and fatal loss of blood. I've also been told they had likely been dead for several weeks before anyone found him, given a blank. Before you ask, no details about that remain. No details about that remain between you, me, and blank. All that said, we can't be passive here. How do you want to handle this, lead head of security? Opening the File Explore page. We read that instant report follow-up. 6 days after the previous update on October 31st, Halloween, an account called Playtime Co. made an announcement in the Discord server. Said announcement was made by Joel Sinclair. He stated that Theodore Graham Bell, also mentioned in the aforementioned email, was safe and being taken care of. Let me open up Discord to get all this. Oh, Discord mumbo jumbo. I'll turn the display capture off while I get it up. Never mind, it doesn't want to load. Let me try and get it up again. Yep, now it's loading. Copy. Playtime. Ah, Theodore. Here we go. I found it. Hello, everyone. I'm sure you've all heard the rumors, the concerns, the questions, and the half-truths. I want to dispel some of the noise by letting you all know that there was, in fact, an incident last night regarding our own Theodore Granville. Thankfully, he's safe and well relative to what he endured anyway. Doctors reported his condition to me this morning and informed me that he is expected to make a full recovery and return home within the week. For me, as well as Stella and the other executives, this is a major relief. We take these sorts of things very seriously, and while an internal investigation is underway to uncover the details, I want to reassure all of you that steps are being taken to prevent such an incident in the future. Better oversight and more safety measures and backups to those safety measures. We trust that whatever train of gossip has made its way around the department will end here. After all, there is no surer way to create panic than to spread ill-informed rumors. As always, I appreciate everything you do, and as more details are uncovered, I promise it to in turn provide these to you with sincerity. Joel Sinclair, head counselor. Checking back on the website, users found a new email by another unknown sender titled Truth Bubbles to the surface. The full email read, We see we have your attention. Good. As promised, hidden in a box with old HI8s and blink cassettes, like so much else buried in here. Buried here. Yes, same time Friday, and the picture is of Catnap, Dog Day, and Crafty Corn. Yeah, not Catnap. At the top of the image, fans could see the text HSO 2YV4W. In confidential reports entering the same password as before, Monstrous and Vivo, users found a new video attached alongside the old image. The video appeared to be a safety equipment test and showed static footage of several gas masks with breathing heard in the background. However, it suddenly cut to loud beeping noises in all different pitches and lasted for the rest of the video. Putting the video's audio through an SSTV decoder, it translated to a glitchy image of the front of the Playtime Co factory with several random numbers, lines, and letters placed around in this image. Users could see the text HSO1 and RXT. Yeah, this is it. This is the video. Yeah, that's it. And this was the SSTV decoded camera thing. Taking all the unused codes fans received in the last few weeks, the codes were HSO1 RXT, HSO2 YV4W, and Nephilim, taking away both HSO1 and HSO2 from both fr left phases RXT and YV4W. Adding these together made the code RXT YV4W when players used a Vigner cipher, inputted RXT YV4W as the ciphertext and added Nephilim as the key. It revealed the code Eternal, turning all the letters to lowercase, gave the password Etern4L, importing a turn 4L as the password into the Bigger Bodies initiative folder, presented users with two more folders labeled 1188 and 1006, the latter being locked. Opening the 1188 folder revealed three new documents of a project proposal for experiment 1188, the Chapter 3 antagonist who fans previously did not know the name no experiment number of the documents went into depth with the materials and methods candidates for the experiment etc. It was revealed in this document that a reoccurring character in the ARG, Theodore Granville, was one of the potential candidates. It also revealed 1188 had retractable cat claws made of stainless steel, and it was previously considered to be made of elastic plastic, the same material Mummy Longlegs is made of. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to read that. Page 1, project proposal, experiment 1188, tags bigger bodies initiative. Playcare. In continuation of our work, experiment 1188 aims to leverage prior successes in accordance with our golden path forward, iterating upon previous successful methods of enhanced mobility, as can be found in experiment 1160 as well as the blank of experiment blank. We believe we have the opportunity to create our most sophisticated and capable bigger body to date. These extra measures will better facilitate 1188's intended role for use in the home sweet home as blank in essence 1188 will be every bit the play care requires. The blank play care requires The research team will begin by preparing the test subject as per Bigger Body's initiative guidelines. In light of project shortcomings, in the cases of 1187 and 1186, believed to be blank solutions for blank will be adjusted to a 3-1 mixture of blank blank, additional blank blank to better aid in rerouting blood and oxygen, blank 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 blank, reduced risk of prematurely decoupling the brainstem from the spinal cord. Given what was discerned in prior experiments, we will need to blink in order to prevent collapse of the central nervous system. As you well know, such procedures require delicacy blank, creating a solution. We do not care to repeat blank 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 for blank blank. Minimal scaffolding, SAE 316L stainless steel will be blank, making space for blank. Progress continues on the blank, though its integration into the body will likely require blank. A gas delivery apparatus will be affixed to the back of the esophagus. Blank, 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 blank. Yards of purple fabric overlay matching SC cell guide, blank, blank, blank. Blank, blank, blank. To further the cat-like qualities of the toy's anatomy, we've opted to include retraction devices within the paws, allowing the blank to act in much the same way as the cat's claws. Blank, blank. Dr. Sawyer insists he handle the extraction himself while lacking blank, thus differentiating him from experiment 1170. We believe that in order to maintain a more friendly feel, 1188 should not be outfitted with blank, 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 blank. If only to heighten 1188's sense of blank, blank. Trust us, the results will show to create density in the bones. The schematics list as essential. We will need a blank in order to fill the bones, thus resulting in the density need for 1188 to bless me. Blank, 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 experiment 1006, blank, blank, blank. The elastic plastic we'd first considered, while applicable to the goals of this experiment, is certainly not in a usable state. There are hold-ups in development that aren't expected to be resolved in our allotted time frame. However, the nimble qualities of 1188's proposed physique can still be achieved. We just need blank and blank. Blank, as such, the body can contort to a third of its normal size, meaning the bones will need to blink. If it's too blank, furthering this, we've compiled a list of what components will be necessary. Blank, 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 blank. All this in mind, and based on the information currently available, we've identified 12 potential candidates for this project. The list is as follows: Christopher Rosenberg, Adam Snyder, Jessica Kent, Hannah Sharp, Rachel Thompson, Lenny Christian, Michael McDavid, Rachel Cuslin, Theodore Graham Bell, Rebecca Holrich, Emily Aarons, Patrick Blancard. In consideration of our timeline, we asked that among these candidates, most qualified is chosen based on the qualities mentioned above by the end of the month. Yeah, that's a big word. From this point onward, Mom Entertainment release new updates every Friday at precisely 2 p.m. EST, 11 a.m. PST. November 3rd, Smiling Critters reveal. On November 3rd, the following Friday, Mom Entertainment posted a brand new image of 8 new characters called the Smiling Critters. An hour later, they posted a very similar photo but with catnap removed. At the bottom of this image were a jumbled mess of differently colored letters. Said letters were an upside down green toy and red swar, and an upside down blue wah. Missing grab pack document. Heading back to the ARG website, users found a new document talking about two missing grab pack 2.0s and two missing green hands in the confidential reports folder. After finding the document, users discovered a new locked folder titled Sinclair 0_022 in the Playcare folder, using the previous phrases from the Smelling Critters image and mixing them up gave the phrase stowaway. Stowaway. Inside the folder was a photo of a internal memo from Joel Sinclair talking about Theodore Grambel claiming to have an imaginary friend. So this was the one with catnap, this is the one without catnap. Missing equipment. Yeah. Missing equipment. As of the end of this shift, multiple pieces of company equipment are unaccounted for, two green hand attachments. Last used this morning for routing maintenance to the school. In the school, it may have been stolen or misplaced, but right now we're not sure. We'll review the security footage and see what can be found, but I just wanted to keep you in the loop. Mark Smith, mechanical maintenance technician. Yeah, and then there's the internal memo report, which we'll go here for and go here. Yeah, we don't want it. Stella Graber to Stella Graber from Joel Sinclair Department Playcare. Stella, I wanted to bring to your attention a growing concern of mine, likewise shared by other counselors within my purview. Theodore Grambell, following our regular employee lunch period, noon to 1 p.m., I returned to my office and found Theodore digging through my file cabinets. As you well know, the children are supposed to be in the playhouse during this period, enjoying their free time before lessons begin at 1:15 in the school. While at first angry with him, I quickly began to realize that the boy hardly knew what he was even looking for. My friend told me to look, he said to me, as I'm down here in my office and thinking this was another child daring poor Theodore to act out. I asked him the name of who was responsible. He told me I don't know his name. Nobody else knows he exists. He told me to look for a file, but I can't remember which one. I've been told before that Theodore has an imaginary friend. This is normal for a child, I know, but this feels different. An imaginary friend asking him for something so specific is odd and follows a worrying trend of behavior on Theodore noted by my staff. I'm going to pull Theodore into special counseling sessions each evening beginning tomorrow to see if there's a deeper reason or motivation for these actions. After all, an imaginary friend can be created for any number of reasons. Theodore is a troubled boy, but we're committed to helping him in whatever way we can. Sincerely, Joel Sinclair. At the time, Fenn speculated that the friend Theodore was talking about was the prototype who had escaped confinement. November 10th, smiling for his intro. On November 10th, the following Friday, Mob Entertainment tweeted out a video of a heavily distorted and glitchy intro for the Smiling Fritters. In the video's glitches, the text Golden Path underscore path briefly appeared when Catnap first showed up on screen. Using the text golden path will users unlock the 1006 folder in the Bigger Bodies Initiative folder previously unlocked with the code Eternal. In this folder lie two images, the first being cut out pieces of conversation from the transcript submission page fans received earlier, along with a drawing presumably drawn by Theodore Graham of him sitting on a bed with a hand poking out from the shadows. This hand is identical to the hand of the prototype, seemingly confirming he is Theo's friend. In the cutout text of the transmission submission paper, one place separated separated all the letters with red dots under them. They got YPGOGI. This method, when used with the red dots from the transmission submission's other document version, gave the letters Hannah, arranging them in order from top to bottom. After layering them in order, forms the code hypnagogia. Going back to File Explorer, users discovered a new folder titled Smiling Fritters, which would be unlocked with the code Hypnagogia. Inside the folder was a video of the full episode of the Smiling Fritters. From the Smiling Critters show, the cartoon was the first episode fans received and was the first time they heard the critters' voices. The video also revealed the name of the Chapter 3 antagonist, Catnap, along with the names of three other critters, Dog Day, Picky Piggy, and Bobby Bear Hug. The Golden Path password. The document, yeah. I'll try reading this. I'm not gonna be able to. Anyways, you get it. That's a document and Theodore's drawing. And smiling critters can't sleep.
SMILE every day! When you are down and out, don't even frown and pout. Smiley critters here to say SMILE every day!
The wind's really scary. I can't sleep.
Hey, we'll be okay, guys. I promise. All winds blow away. Eventually. Catnap! Please, help us go to sleep,
We
Catnap!
need it, Catnap.
Please help us!
Sleep, sleep, sleep.
Yep. That was it. An edited version of the completed transmission thing. Oh, we do need it. Okay. Thomas? Hi, Joel. We need to talk. I'm still trying to piece everything together. That would make two of us. Do you have an update on Theodore? Last I heard, they were loading him into an ambulance. That was about half an hour ago, I think. He's alive and all the hospital and in the hospital, but that's all I was told. I guess that's something. Do we have any idea what happened to him? The paramedics said he was electrocuted. Current stop current stopped his heart heart? I don't know. My goodness, that poor kid. I saw the burns as they were wheeling him out, but nobody knew what was going on. Something about him sneaking out of Home Sweet Home and trying to open a maintenance store out of Playcare. His he had something he had somehow gotten the handle on one out of the uh fields. I don't know. I can't read that. On those grab packs and the green hand attachment. Uh, either something malfunctioned or he just made a mistake. He's 7. How would he know what to do with it in the first place? We're not really addressing the elephant in the room here, are we? Are you surprised what I think? Are you suggesting what I think you are? The imaginary friend of Theodore, what if that thing is what he's been talking about? I don't know, he's always been a bit hard to get a read, but that they found a second grab pack by the maintenance door, and that door re reads mm, needs two people to open it. This is the only thing I can think of that makes any sense. That's strange. I hadn't known about that. And if dropped him at my office doorstep, I saw that thing with my own eyes, Joel. It was, well, I don't know what it was, but and Theodore were working together somehow. Maybe you're right. Either way, I'm just glad the security stepped in to get things under control. You have any idea what they did with that thing? Not a clue. I don't want to know, to be honest. It's sure not going into my briefing for the rest of the Playcare staff this morning. Speaking of which, I should probably go. It's crafts day today, and I'm gonna need a good few minutes to put my happy face back on for the kids. If you do get any more info on Theodore's condition, will you let me know? Of course. Thanks, Thomas. I'll check in with you around lunch. So that's it. That's it for that. Info cards and CCTV. Starting November 11th, Mob Entertainment started posting new info cards of all the critters daily, starting with Boba Fett and eventually ending with Catnap's info card on November 19th. They quickly deleted the info card and then re-uploaded it. At the same time, the CCTV updated with 3 new camera feeds of Playcare. At the top left of Catnap's info card, a sequence of dots were shown, which using a tap code translator translated to Omen. Combining Catnap sent Lavender with this new code, fans got the password Lavender Omen, unlocking a new subfolder in 1188's folder titled Addendum. Oh, that's of the pillars going up. I don't know what that's of. That's definitely Bobby Bear Hug. That's of Dog Day, I think. Yeah, that addendum. Inside the folders, players discovered five new documents all relating to either Theodore Graham Bell or Catnap. Whom this may concern, rumor has it that whatever it was that influenced poor Theodore, he be it human or beastly in nature, as witnesses described it, he's been has been apprehended in the lower dredges of the facility. I'm sure this news is pleasing to you, should it be true. And I hope it is true. Don't worry, I'll only dig so far as directed. Regardless, I wish to add my 2 cents based on the details I've uncovered in my investigation, and hopefully together we can paint a clearer picture of the situation and why it happened. I've got my theory, though. Blunt honesty. I've never encountered a case so strange as this, and yet it's oddly simple. Yeah, is it oddly simple, though? No preamble. Reports and first-hand accounts state that Theodore Gramweller's odd, antisocial tendencies with other children, juvenile behaviors, peculiar relationship with imaginary figure, equipment missing reported by Mark Smith, maintenance technician, 2 times grab packs, 2 times brain hand attachments. Involved, not relevant. Talked with him. Stupid guy, stupid guy. Little to go on, a lot to learn. Left outside a small charge site to open 2 changes. Charges have to be linked to the circuit, hence the need for a second somebody. Cross out before I spoke with the engineers regarding the green and design intention capabilities. Any issues they might have, turns out that last bit would be important. Service access. The path leads out of Placer via service access tunnel, kept as an emergency exit route following construction tracks in the ground. Traces of car stops just past the opening of the tunnel. Whatever was with Theodore managed to get access but didn't use the exit route. These tracks are not that of a man, but something else. I scoffed at the witnesses who said the thing was basically just another lapse in recall. Update. Grab pack number 2. Discarded. Tossed. To go back for the boy. Perhaps some secondary security measure kicked in and scared the thing. Nope, nada, no alarms, no cameras, no security alerts. Nothing. If the attention is a clean getaway, you can't get better than that. Why go back? A rock and a hard place, Mr. Mystery Influencer. My conclusion, whatever your influence is, it wanted a way out. What's strange? It got just that, but didn't take it. Instead, it chooses to carry the boy to staff to save him, to blow its cover. Had it not intervened, though, the boy wouldn't have made it. Whatever slash whoever this was, perhaps it cared in its way. Doesn't excuse what happened, obviously, but still be grateful that means Theodore is alive to tell. Yours, Jared Lockhart, investigator. Frost Department report. I'm not gonna even try to read that. I'm gonna read the transcript in relation 1188. Date 2nd, 20th, and 91. Cross Department report. Dr. Harley Sawyer on behalf of research. It has been 3 months since 1188's procedure and 1 month since his introduction to play care. I'm pleased to say he's taken to his task like a fish to water, meeting virtually every one of the objectives we set out for him. The initial procedure had its challenges, taking 4 hours longer than we had hoped, followed by a rather tumultuous adjustment period. Still, his mental test metrics were virtually unchanged from pre-op. Now that he's on the job, as it were, we can say for certain that the outcome has been a resounding success, rivaling that of even 1170, still a Graber. I'm losing my voice. On behalf of Playcare, when the children first saw this bigger body's catnap, half of them were terrified, more than one burst into tears. I can't say I didn't expect this. The other department heads will note I was never a fan of using 1188 in Playcare for exactly this reason. The good news is that in the time since, many of the children have warmed to him, some of them even consider him a friend now. He's gentle, even a bit shy, and I think the kids find that endearing. The ones still wary of him, at least now, accept his presence without fuss. I still have reservations about how he is used, but I admit his overall impact on Placo operations has been a positive one. Laith Pierre, on behalf of Innovation 1188, has calmed down a lot in recent weeks. There were issues regarding erratic behavior after the experiment, but those seem to have all been ironed out, and catnap has been integrated into Playcare without much issue. That's not to say I don't still have concerns. The relationship between 1188 and 1006 could pose a problem at least somewhere down the line. Anytime the two are in a room together, 1188 follows 1006 around like a lost puppy. It's a non-sign, and what's more, as 1006 doesn't seem to mind, or if he does, he's not showing it. If I remember correctly, Lockhart had some theories on the matter back in '89, but I'm not convinced of anything either way. What I know is this: Catnap may be docile now, but he's also highly impressionable, especially to anything the prototype says or does. I worry how quickly his behavior could change depending on the whims of that temperamental thing. Yeah, that's the last bit. A new email was added to the mail application called Preparations. Clicking this brought up the message, are things coming into focus yet? You, you may think you understand things, but how could you? There's too much left to say and not enough time. You don't know the sacrifices we made to get this to you. This connection won't hold up for much longer. When the powers that be discover this place, and it will be discovered. It will be burned to the ground, but you're already a step ahead. You've left no stone unturned, nothing left behind. You were perfect for this. We will be in touch. Goodbye. Attached was an image of a document which started a shipment of catnap dolls had emitted an incorrect sense. Sent. We're going through the relot hashtag 1994 SC056 G45B body. We're going through the dolls now. They definitely don't smell like lavender, and the stuff coming out isn't the usual clear mist, but a smoky rest. Red, I have no idea what this is, but we'll want to run this up the line because it's almost definitely what's been causing parents to complain to our customer support service team. Since this email ended with a familiar closing, fans confirmed that the writer is the same entity or group of entities from the VHS tapes in Project Playtime, who is speculated to be the prototype. On December 1st, the website changed again. However, rather than adding new content, users were met with a lockout screen, which meant the users could no longer access the ARG website, leaving all content previously revealed to be lost media. Although the ARG's conclusion has been confirmed by a series of developers via the official Discord server, last video can still be accessed through the error message at the top of this message. There is an error code labeled 434442674B3549734638, breaking down this sequence into a series of symbols, each broken apart by a space after two symbols revealed a hexadecimal code which, when decoded, formed the text string CDBGK5JISF8. This string leads to an unlisted extended YouTube video where the smiling fritters cartoon is featured on the local news. In this extended version, it is revealed that the character Catnap was completely removed from the Smiling Fritters set after causing children to experience strange or violent nightmares. EEPROM invalid. This machine has invalid or missing security credentials. Please contact your administrator to re-image your machine.
What's the time? Playtime! S-M-I-L-E every day! When you are down and out, no need to frown and pout. The Smiley Players here to say S-M-I-L-E every day!
The wind's really scary. I can't sleep.
Hey, we'll be okay, guys. I promise. All winds blow away. Eventually. Catnap! Please, help us go to sleep,
We
Catnap!
need it, Catnap.
Please help us!
Sleep, sleep, sleep.
Everyone knows Huggy Wuggy and Poppy Playtime, but are your children safe from Playtime Co.'s latest toy? What you've seen here is Playtime Co.'s own Smiling Critters, a limited series cartoon meant to celebrate the release of the toys sharing its name. Yet both now face the fire sparked by the inclusion of one key member. This is Catnap. And like the others of his line, you just pull his little tail and seems innocent enough. However, parents across the country report their children experiencing strange and often violent nightmares. And beside them, their little, grinning Catnap doll. Now, with controversy growing, Playtime Co. has announced the recall of all Catnap toys from the Smiling Critters line. His image cleared from all promotional material. But damage already done, will disappearing be that easy? The exact cause of these incidents still unknown, only one thing appears glaringly certain. Your children are not safe with Catnap.
Yeah. That's it for the chapter 3 ARG. Hello. Oh no, I don't want a catnap here. No, no, catnap. No, no, you can't get to me. No, no, catnap. You can never get to me. Nah, but in all seriousness, that was the chapter 3 ARG.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a bit long. I understand that. Get to me. No. It was long and a bit tiring, honestly, but like, yeah. Yeah, so that was long. An hour on chapter three's ARG alone? Oh god. And we've got chapter four's ARG. And this one's longer, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. This is longer, and I do want to do it. I do want to do it. But at the same time, I don't want to have to read through the whole thing because it's longer. No, I'm gonna have to, won't I? Yeah, that's really longer. Yeah. Um, let me get water and then I'll come back and start the Poppy Playtime Chapter 4 Ice Pick ARG. I'm gonna have to read for another hour, dude. No. I mean, that Chapter 3 ARG was fun to watch and listen to. I love doing this stuff, but like, oh gosh, this is like a lot of reading and I'm sick. I'm losing my voice. Not a good combination. No, I planned this on a day I'm actually getting sick and losing my voice. I think Catnap did this to me, no. But in all seriousness, it's fun. Really fun to read, but it's harder when you're losing your voice, but I'll try my best. Let's go get water and then I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. This is the chapter 4 Ice Pick ALG, which is longer, and I'm not excited for it, but like, we gotta do it. On July 25th, 2024, Mob Entertainment released the first video of the Story So Far series, a set of videos that recounted the events that occurred in chapters 1 to 3. This video recapped the events of chapter 1 A Tight Squeeze. Halfway through the video, the footage briefly glitched and displayed a message to the audience. For ARG, let the game begin. This marked the official confirmation that the development of the upcoming Chapter 4 ARG had begun. After the message and before the glitch ended, two frames appeared with a base 32 encoded message. The message said, "I ain't reading all that." Once deciphered, the following excerpt was revealed. On folded feet and with bated breath, sleep draws ever near. Yeah. For A R G, let the game begin. And then that, yeah. So this is the story so
Playtime Co.
far.
Security Log 0,
As
1,
far.
2, 5. Entry to front lobby, reached by unknown intruder.
A tale like this always starts simple. A mystery about a toy factory whose staff all vanished a decade prior. Well, almost all. It was dusk when the intruder broke into the factory. Its main lobby provided a warm welcome for all. But these days, it is an old, forgotten thing. It didn't take our lone intruder long before the first voice of the factory rose over the silence.
Got my warning. It's not too late to turn around. I just hope that you're certain whatever you're doing is worth it.
They ignored the warning, of course, stealing a Playtime Co. grab pack, once used by staff and invented by the elusive company founder, Elliot Ludwig. The next creation our guest encountered was none other than Playtime mascot Huggy Wuggy. He loomed over the foyer with a wide, vacant smile. Weaker people would have laughed at that point, and yet this intruder progressed down, kicking up pieces of the distant past in their descent.
It's a pretty great feeling, too.
And this is where the fun began. Our intruder stirred one of the factory's security measures, and he performed exactly as he was designed. Our intruder scrambled through ventilation ducts with Huggy not far behind. The ventilation in this place has always been a maze. It's impressive this intruder made it through at all. Eventually, they made their way into an open warehouse, narrowly avoiding a collapsing catwalk that sent our dear Huggy plummeting into the depths below. They lingered on the catwalks for quite some time.
We must forge onwards in the name of science, whether those who are beneath us understand it or not. End of...
Eventually, they moved on into a room the public was never meant to see. It wasn't a factory floor or corporate office. This place was different. And yet, not even a hint of the missing staff. At the end of a long hall, there was a room, and inside that room, there was a glass case. Inside that glass case, a doll. Poppy. And we shall see what comes of it, won't we?
Yeah, Doughy the Dough-Man, my man. Yeah. On August 26, 2024, the second video of the trilogy was published, which recounted the events of Chapter 2 Fly in a Web. At the end of the video, a frame was briefly shown that text in hexadecimal code, which said, "Not reading all that." When deciphered, this revealed the phrase 11 words, "Good luck." This phrase implied that during the video there were 11 hidden words that viewers had to find. Subsequently, 7 phrases in Caesar's cipher were discovered throughout the video. Once deciphered, the following words were revealed: "Am not past turning of deaths, but I over afraid clear." When rearranging the deciphered words using as the order number, the number of letters in which you had to scroll the following episode was formed: "Over paths turning clear, but I'm not afraid of death." So this was the hexadecimal code. This was the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. Five, six, seven, eight. Yeah, that's 8. And then this is the story so far.
Playtime Co. Security Log 0, 1, 2, 6. Unscheduled transit access in game station.
With Poppy out of her case, she began to guide the intruder through the office of Elliot Ludwig.
How did he manage to stay determined even after suffering such a tragic loss? It all began
when Poppy gave them an out. There was little protest.
I'd like to pay you back. There's a train station nearby. It needs a code, and I have it.
Why, it's so easy.
Listen, I'm going to need you to trust me.
The intruder followed closely behind, descending into another section of the facility, the game station. It was here the intruder met another of Playtime's creations.
A new playmate!
Mommy Longlegs. In some ways, the game station had been hers. And so, with 2 trespassers in her reach, she saw fit to make a game of Poppy and her friend.
Obey the rules, or I'll tear you apart and eat your insides while you're still alive.
First stop was musical memory, a cognitive test. Simple, but a useful metric for us. Next was Whack-a-Wuggy, primarily concerned with reaction times. How those small ones always scurry and swum. The ex-employee made their way to the third and final game, but not before running into a familiar silhouette. This experiment, Kissy Missy, had a calmer, more cautious demeanor. She even helped our intruder pass through the holes. At the last game, over a dozen legs and a long, winding body slinked behind our trespasser. When they came face to face with Mommy Longlegs, though, there was nothing left but anger. What's left of her is his now. And inside a control room far above the game station, they were reunited with Poppy.
I'll board the train. We need to leave.
They entered the completed code, and the old engine began to stir. The path leading out seemed clear. And yet, something unforeseen happened.
You're perfect. Too perfect to lose. I'm sorry. I can't let you leave.
It has long been the custom of those who call this factory home to use others for personal gain, to stab them in the back. I'm certain it came to Poppy naturally.
Yeah, doughy again, doughy, dude. On September 16th, 2024, at 1 p.m. EST, the third and final video of the trilogy was published, recapping the events of Chapter 3, Deep Sleep. Towards the end of the video, 2 frames appeared, each displaying a binary code. I'm not reading the binary, decrypting the second code using the ASCII system revealed the phrase 25 by 25. This clue suggested that an element should be structured on a 25 by 25 grid by interpreting each 0 as a white pixel and each 1 as a black pixel and organizing them into the specified grid. A QR code emerged. Scanning the QR code displayed a backwards written excerpt, which, when reoriented, read for "We have already met." So this is the binary, this is the other binary, and this is the code. And this is
Playtime
the
code
chapter.
security log 0, 1, 2, 7. Flow reversal triggered in gas reduction zone.
Even dazed, I'm sure they must remember it all quite clearly. Experiment 1188. Catnap. With nowhere else to go and seemingly no one to turn to, there appeared only one way onward. This is where they encountered a most infuriating ally.
Hey, can you hear me? I don't want you to die, so I'm gonna help you. Oh, and by the way, my name is Ali. Nice to meet you.
After a short pass through the train station, our uninvited guests began their descent to Playcare, Playtime Co.'s own on-site orphanage, and Elliot's grand beacon of hope. Below, they received a key from their newfound ally, one that led directly to the still-beating heart of Playcare. The red smoke. To our guest, not all was told. But to leave, they had to redirect the gas. All that seemed left was the push of a button.
Oh no! Someone killed the power. Find the building's backup generator. Good luck.
The home sweet home. Once, Catnap was a fixture of this place. At night, it was his red smoke that lulled the many children into slumber. But now it had become a nightmare. Trust is a funny thing. It can often be earned or broken in but an instant. But what we make of those who've broken that trust is a very individual viewpoint.
No! Let go! They didn't do anything wrong. Listen, I'm not your enemy. But I can't just let you leave. I need you. So we can get revenge on those monsters who've tortured you. Who've tortured us.
Power restored to the console, the master battery in hand, the finish line. I'm sure that's how it must have felt. The human mind is fascinating. Each wants to believe in its own sense of significance. Many live their whole life in ignorance of the truth. That's really their weak. But in a corner, sometimes we reveal ourselves as something more. And our intruder, they're something special indeed. Which inevitably brings everything back to our dear old Poppy. And with her was the truth.
You came back because of your coworkers. This is your answer. We called it hour of joy.
The guilty, the innocent, didn't matter. The experiments killed everyone.
Soon as we reach the bottom, we'll send the lift back up. Just hold tight, okay? Alright. We need to be cautious. There's something... No! Easy!
Which brings us to now, doesn't it? Down they come, like lambs to the slaughter.
September 30th. Yeah, that's by combining the three excerpts in an ABBAC rhyme scheme, the following poem emerged. On folded feet and with bated breath, sleep draws ever near, over paths turning clear, but I'm not afraid of death, for we have already met. September 16th, enigmatic contact reestablished. Roughly 4 hours after the final video was uploaded, the message test was posted on the official PPT Discord server. The messenger was the account Playtime Co, which had laid dormant since they revealed Joel Sinclair's memo about the accident of Theodore Granville in Laith Pierre's computer search. They asked for confirmation that the channel was secure when users affirmed their question. The informant asked them to prove it by reciting the TSSF poem. They led with the first line on folded feet and with bated breath. Once players had typed in the last line, for we have already met, the informant responded stating, indeed we have. Further inquiries were made regarding the informant's identity, though this bore no fruit, with them only repeating that they had already met. After a brief greeting, they requested a favor, sending an image of a document containing ciphers and a small drawing of a square spiral. The informant stated that more instructions would arrive, though they'd be invisible to the eyes. Once said instructions arrived, they requested users to run icepick.bat on c/domain/network/globals authenticator. Test. Is this a secure board? Prove it. On folded feet and with bated breath. Yeah. Test. Can you see this? Yes, we see this. Can you see this? Yes. Yes. Is this a secure board? We repeat, is this a secure board? Prove it. On folded feet with bated breath, sleep draws ever near. But I'm not afraid of death. Sleep draws further near, or something like that. Over paths turning clear. For we have already not afraid of death, for we have already met. Sleep draws ever near, over paths turning clear, but I'm not afraid of death, for we have already met. Indeed we have. Hello again. I need a favor. We need a favor. Height name message at nim check disk systat Armdar Cipher Delmem Elastoff CD join dar keep date load fix MD erase and the spiral. More instructions to follow. They will be invisible to your eyes. When you receive them, we need you to run icepick.bat on C domain networks, globals, authenticators. Can you do that? They were archived. We copied them. 1188, we haven't seen them in a while. Why? We may not be able to contact you again when it's done, but we will try. Unsure, ask anyway. Why ask when you already know? You will know when the time is right. We need a favor. We gave instructions. Did you see them? Yes, when you need it, for we have already met. Yeah. One of our systems may be wrong. What is your date slash time set to? The error is on your end now. It says 9/6/16/02. On October 4th, members of the Mob Entertainment Partners in Crime program received a pamphlet advertising the company Warren Beck Construction, who had worked with Eddie M.N. Ritterman to construct a secret lab back in Chapter 2 Fly in a Web. The advertisement revealed the company was family owned and had been founded in 1930, the same year Elliot Ludwig founded Playtime Co. Unfortunately, there were seemingly no clues related to the ARG, however, players recalled the informant's last message, which stated that further instructions would be invisible to the eye, realizing they were referring to invisible ink. Fans immediately used a black light on the paper. Content creator and member Bonnie Goose was the first to post his findings. This revealed that 7 letters were highlighted: C in construction, E in wheat, N in owned, T in operated, R in Warren back, A in and, L in cleanly. These letters spelled the word central. During this time, fans were ultimately forced to wait until the next discovery as further instructions were required. The front side. Here for all your dirtiest jobs. Small family owned and operated business since 1930. Don't worry, we like the dirt. Contact Warren Back Construction. We'll do the job quickly and cleanly. Warren Back Construction. Yay, 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 yay. Fans speculated that Warren Beck Construction also created the prison area in Chapter 4. Uncovering Domain. On October 8th, content creator Sheep Rampage revealed that not all pamphlets contain the same hidden message. In his advertisement, 6 different letters were highlighted when he used a black light. The and dirtiest Owen worry, M and family, A and contact, I and quickly, N and cleanly. These letters spelled the word domain. Sheep Rampage's image under a black light. Uncovering access on October 9th. Content creator Terako posted their letter online, in which he had recently received. After shining a black light on the paper, he uncovered 6 letters that were highlighted. A in all, C in Warren back, C in construction, E in like, S in small, S in sense. These letters spelled the word access. Fans at the time believed that these words would reveal a website URL once fully completed. October 10th, uncovering net. On October 10th, the next and final word was revealed in the Warren Beck construction pamphlet. After shining a black light on the paper, 3 highlighted letters were uncovered. N in don't, E in operated, T in construction. These letters spell the word net. Scrap command. With this final word, users realized that the 4 words given were a website URL. Combining the words in subsequent order revealed the website centraldomainaccess.net, which I believe is also not available at the moment. Yeah, terminal end. This led people to a grey computer monitor that allowed users to input commands while technical audio was looped repeatedly in the background, revealing this advice of the informant. Users used the command start icepick.bat after they entered the code. The computer initialized a scraping program asking users to input the intended target to scrap. After using the command c slash domain slash network slash go globals dot authenticate on the scrap program, players were granted access to a window named terminal. Behind the window was a 1980s themed background and the command prompt icon from the previous ARG. Having completed the informant's first set of instructions, users experimented with the former's command list and putting the codes into the terminal. Through this method, they found at the time several prompts that elicited a response from the terminal is equals C, hostname central domain, date 2002, hash 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 hash, the months, days, hours, minutes, and seconds are displayed in real time. Start error, command not recognized, undefined word after start command, wget file not found, undefined word after wget command. PWD shows the directory where the user is. Help if you are experiencing technical difficulties, server issues, or need to reset your permissions. Please contact support at centraldomainaccess.net. Clears the terminal, leaving it blank. CDC change directory to slash C. Other commands equals command not found entered word. After changing the directory to C is domain, CD domain, change directory to C domain. After changing the directory to C domain is network, documents, applications, desktop, CD network, change directory to C domain network, error insufficient permissions, error insufficient permissions, error insufficient permissions. After changing the directory to C domain network is globals authenticator guardrail subsys login. The next breakthrough, however, came from a computer prompt not listed in the document when fans inputted help. The terminal replied with a message: if you are experiencing technical difficulties, server issues, or need to reset your permissions, please contact support at central domain access.net. Players realized the contact was for an email account and reached out to them. Upon doing so, they received an automated response from Playtime IT. The email read, "Hello, we've processed your request for help and our IT department will reach out to you as soon as they are able. As always, we appreciate your continued work on behalf of Playtime Co. and our much beloved products with appreciation, Playtime." The terminal window is response, source name, date, 2002, 10th, 12th. Uh, change directory, stuff like that, CD. Yeah, help. And the automated response when trying to contact Playtime support. Hello, we've processed your request for help, and our IT department will reach out to you as soon as they are able. As always, we appreciate your continued work on behalf of Playtime Co. and our much beloved products. With appreciation, Playtime. October 12th, this documents directory. On October 12th, Playtime IT reset access permissions for the documents applications and desktop directories in terminal. With permissions enabled, users tried different keys to continue digging into the documents directory. CD documents changed directory to C domain documents. After changing the directory to documents is effects EF YGP CD effects change directory to C domain documents effects wget EF YGP downloading EF YGP. After changing the directory to C domain effects is YGP CG CD GP documents effects YGP. After changing the document directory to domain documents effects YGP is photoscan 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 downloading 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 after running the wget EFYGP command uses uncovered an image showing a form letter created by Elliot Ludwig. The letter was sent to a Young Geniuses program candidate confirming their acceptance into the program and requesting them to be on standby for further instructions. When accessing the effects directory, the terminal revealed YGP users navigated to it and found 6 files photoscan 1 to 6 using the wget command that they downloaded all 6 images. The first image obtained via wget photoscan 1 featured a tatted memo for an old Playtime co-initiative called the Young Geniuses program designed by Elliot Ludwig. Its purpose was to seek out the strongest and most intelligent young minds to help shape the future and tackle the universe's most unanswerable questions. The second image retrieved via wget photoscan 2 depicted a list of individuals with their skills recorded. This list was procured by Jared Lockhart, a private investigator associated with Playtime Co., and was given to Lapierre, who used it to identify the best candidate to lead this special projects department, Dr. Harley Sawyer, listed as an ABNS certified neurosurgeon with several years of practical experience, had court peers. Attention, his name was circled. Hello, in accordance with your prior request, we've reset your user access permissions. Remember, for access to any sensitive information, reach out to your supervisor for an admin request. Again, we thank you for your continued loyalty and support to the Playtime Company. With appreciation, your boss. Yeah, this is just changing. Ring, ring. The Young Geniuses program. Calling all whiz kids smarty pants, quick willed tinkerers, and brainless brainiacs. We, Elliot Ludwig, it's Elliot Ludwig on the phone. Playtime Co., the beloved and world renowned maker of toys, is proud to introduce the young Can you hear me? Yes. Never want to stand idle on the future passes. I don't know. Anyways, pa- passes him by. Our generation's definition, definitive inventor and architect wishes to embrace the surface of the future alongside, well, you join Elliot Ludwig as the best and brightest young minds seek to tackle the universe's most unanswerable questions. I am and learn and above all have fun. Yeah, I don't get that. Photo scan 1, photo scan 2. I can't read that. Dr. Ali Sawyer is all we need to know. And the ology impressive list of published papers unavailable. Dr. Gersel dropped out of school problem child. Yeah. Parental Dr. Harley Sawyer. Many years of practical experience. ANNS. Certified. Yeah. What yours Lockhart? With great effort and resources expended, namely travel and stuff. Oh gosh, my eyes are aching. Travel and the case of a caffeine addiction, I've gathered a comprehensive list as requested. With the date, with the mm, something information available from the onset picking up the train of these individuals was a difficult reading. You keep me on retainer for a reason. There's your list. Yours, Lockhart. I can't read that. The I. Oh. Soya's quick to remind us that this whole is one bad day, and from a catastrophe to possibly head. We take the workers seriously, and I don't think safety of our converse, the integrity of still is becoming somewhat of an inside joke. I will spill a cup of coffee out in the break room. One bad day, am I right? The other would macabre, possibly. I'd argue it beats the. I just hope so it doesn't find out about like that. The man would be livid. Oh. Yeah, I ain't reading that. Photo scan 6. Dear candidate, my name is Elliot Ludwig, and I write you today with good momentous news. You applied, you tested in your field of expertise, you waited, and now the time has finally come. It is my absolute pleasure and privilege to announce your acceptance into our Young Geniuses program. It is my greatest hope that you, alongside your colleagues, will accomplish wh- what those before you could never again dream of. It will be an exciting venture, and I hope that you feel a bit of the excitement yourself. Great and miraculous things happen with the minds such as yours when minds such as yours come together. Directions for your lodging and instructions and what to bring will soon follow this message, but for now, revel in the idea that your future, is now clear to you than ever before, closer to you than ever before. Sincerely, Elliot Ludwig. Elliot Ludwig. I'm not reading that. After reloading the website, users tried different passwords to continue searching the applications directory, CD applications, yeah. Yep. We know that. Start PCSS.exe. Opening the Playtime Co-Virtual Security System PCSS revealed 3 camera feeds, though only the audio connection was online, resulting in static on the video feed. The CCTV network icon appeared below the command prompt, and the terminal window minimized the audio recorded disturbing crackles and screeches from the camera feeds. What is heard on ACB03 is mainly static interspersed loud, low screeches and growls. At one point, an unusual sound plays, sounding akin to a startup sound. The growling resumes before a high-pitched squeak is heard, and the audio devolves back to static and ends. The audio on LO4 also consists of mainly static, with a sound similar to a printer running briefly at the start. In the distance, something metallic can be heard falling towards the end of the audio. Something crunches on its way closer to the camera's mic, stopping for a short while before walking away, and the audio ends. C01's audio, again full of static, at first reveals something being put down roughly, then some banging going on in the background. Static plays before banging resumes, now more rhythmic, before a loud crunch puts a stop to it. Then the random banging resumes and then fades before the audio ends. So if you miss this, you're pretty much screwed. Yeah, this is it. This is the next one, and this is the next one. I don't have audio. We're about halfway. Yay, finally. At 2 hours. We're halfway at 2 hours, dude. Um, I'm gonna blow my nose and I'll be. Oh, back. It's 2:06. On October 14th, users uncovered an intriguing find regarding the Poppy Eye close-up image labeled PhotoScan03 in the terminal. When running the glitched portion of the image through a spectrogram, fans found an audio file of a phone bell ringing, which sounded similar to the telephone noise heard in Chapter 3 Deep Sleep whenever Ollie called the player. PhotoScans 5 and 6 decoded. On October 15, users solved the PhotoScan 5 image by converting the corrupted image into an audio file, then converting back into a text form. They uncovered a scrambled list of words: enemy, heat, email, recent series, me, eyes, paid, 98, attention, lies. Arranging the words in the correct pattern and adding context when necessary revealed the message. Recent series of emails: 98 lies, enemy, eyes on me, pay attention to the. It was also possible to decode the photo scan 6 image by modifying the hexadecimal code of the photo file. The image revealed a figure resembling an elongated dinosaur-like creature characterized by a mouth that mimicked the appearance of piano keys, multicolored horns, claws, spines, and a piano-like pattern running along its body and tail. Following this discovery by at the time, a user who referred to the figure as Pianosaurus on the official Poppy Playtime Discord server was banned by the moderators, as they deemed it a reference to a leaked article. Because of this, users at the time began referring to the creature as Pianosaurus, although several inquiries about the creature were submitted on the official Poppy Playtime Discord server. No responses were provided during that period. PhotoScan 6 reveal serves Pianosaurus the main antagonist. PCSS window. On 16th October, there was a change in the audio signals on the three cameras in the PCSS window. The original audio signals were replaced by three new signals in each camera. Analyzing these signals using a spectrogram revealed three images, each showing a photograph of a location along with two distinct sets of digits: 3844913890 negative 90.349696. Totally not anything inappropriate. 34.172343 negative 118.319609. 43.86889 minus 70.2442. Men's fans immediately recognized these numbers as latitude and longitude coordinates, which meant they would have to travel to these locations, as the next clue would be found at the correct develop coordinates. The developers would confirm this to be the case. After plugging the coordinates into Google Maps, having converted them from decimals to degrees, fans walked away with three locations: 382656.99 T 2058.9 West, Arnold, Missouri, Burbank, California, Portland, Maine. See you there, see you there, see you there, yay! Oh, yay! Oh, yay! Oh. content creator Sheep Rampage traveled to the spectrogram coordinates revealed in ECB-03 next to Arnold City Park, Missouri, and came across a metal lunchbox covered with smiling critters stickers. Upon opening the box, he discovered a single Huggy Wuggy plush sewed up and bound in multicolored strands of yarn. Hidden inside the plush were two crinkled documents which were new game test subject assessment forms addressing an orphan by the name of Quinn Nevinson. The orphan was assigned the toy Yarnaby, and his two attempts were monitored by proctors Mateo Lada and Holly Sawyer, respectively. The document written by Mateo Lado says that for musical memory he scored a 3 out of 5. For performance, as he made several mistakes but finished. Yeah, that's a leak. Document. Quinn Navidson, Mateo Lada, Yanabe. 3, several mistakes but finished with roughly part time. 2, Quinn's awareness and response time leaves a lot to be desired. Frequently missed their target. 3, completed the obstacle course with in expected time, but since lost once and was instructed to restart. Holly, so I can't find one of all's damn one. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to read that because it's a separate thing. Yeah, I suck at that. Um, on the document there was also a post-it note stuck to it reading, "Can't find 1166's damn files. IT needs to get more organized. We need some sort of recovery command." However, he apparently bit the heads off several of the stuff. For Wekawagi, he scored a 4. The document written by Harley Sawyer states that Quinn scored a 1 for musical memory because he was unresponsive to the trial and had no apparent comprehension of the rules or goals. He was also unable to complete the game and no attempts seemed to be made. For Wakawagi, he scored a 4 as he was able to outperform the previous run through despite not being able to properly handle a grab pack. However, he apparently bit the heads off several of the stuffed toys used for the game. For statues, Quinn scored a staggering 5 as he completed the obstacle in under 20 seconds but ran back into the course when handlers attempted to remove him from the room and hid in the foam pit and could not be located for 15 minutes. Oh, yeah. Thanks to the aforementioned post-it note, users were made aware of a recover command for the terminal. Entering it would redirect one to a download locked with a keyword. The keyword was FenB 1166 Yonabe's supposed experiment number. When unlocked, the website would download a zip file named BBI1166.zip, leading to a file folder called BBI1166 containing an image file named Archive5B00, an image of a paper transcript dialogue between Dr. Sawyer and Quinn Davidson. The document was originally sent by the developers of the Discord server until it replaced or PR1166 PNG. This dialogue most probably took place before the game station test marked by Harley Sawyer, as he references they will make when Mark Quinn's next test and they didn't score much high performance marks on his previous one, marked by Mateo Lada only scoring 8 out of 15. Originally a different document about a prisoner profile with a censored photo on it would download from the recover command BBI1166.zip file, which had a file folder named BBI1166 containing a PNG file named PR1166. Yeah, I ain't reading that, dude. Do I have to? Oh God, it's too small for me. And I'm not gonna be able to read that because it's cursive. Or that's way too small. Okay, I'm just gonna skip over that. Yes, they have a transcript. I'm gonna go here and go back. Archive 5B. Um, begin transcript. When might I ask what it is you're doing? Making my toys prettier, Dr. Sawyer. You think they'd be prettier without heads? I think so. The heads get in the way of their bodies, but if you put Dolly's head from this body over there onto this one, see, he moves all better now. I do see. I'm sure this is no surprise to you, Quinn, but your counselors are concerned. They perceive your behavior, what you're doing right now, to be troublesome. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you agree with their assessment? I don't know that word. I just want to make things prettier. Yes, don't we all? You want to know what I think, Quinn? What's that? I think you hold back a lot of yourself. I think you mess up to make others have lesser expectations of you. And I think your behavior is just a result of seeing the world a little differently. There's nothing wrong with that. I think you're smart. I think you're capable. And I think in your next test, you will give all of yourself to achieve a good result. Do you know why? Why? Because I see you and not the version of you others want to. I see the real Quinn Davidson. And believe me, I want the same prettier world you see. So next week, when you have another go at the game station, I'll be watching and I want to see all of the real Quinn on display. Do we have a deal? Okay, good. Don't disappoint me. Yep. Prisoner profile ID number EID 1166. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Behavior characteristic for these early ILK 1166 demonstrates an acute lack of higher cognitive function, complex reasoning, speech, problem solving, and greater introspection all appear either severely limited or altogether non functional. Physically, it's what it needs to be. Strong, agile, swift, and yet I'd hoped for a greater mind behind it. However, 1166 displays an odd sense of loyalty to a select few security staff who nauseatingly feel some kind of sympathy for it, indicative of domesticated dogs and cats. This means its wool can be bent, it feels, it fears. I believe this is our first sign of progression. Our processes, while admittedly still rudimentary, are showing us where more work need to be done, and that improvements are possible. Still, 1166 is an odd, funny little creature. The way it sits in the corner and watches. It was taken seriously. I got a good laugh out of it. It amuses me. I'm going to isolate it. It'll have contact with no one but me. Considering my importance to the projects, it's doubly important that I'm properly protected at all times. And besides, I might get a good laugh or two at the pathetic little sounds it makes. By the time I'm done with it, I'll be its entire world. It'll know nothing else. Observer signature, Dr. Holly Sawyer. Prisoner profile. Experiment 1166 weekly checkup. Subject 1166, original procedure date 890, week ending 10/60, 1994. Reasons for observation, noting behavioral changes, progression. This report will ultimately serve as an echo of those prior. I report no change in the subject. He eats little, lazes about in his cell, and performs substandard on all physical tests. With the removal of his master, 1166 appears lost despite Sawyer's apathy. The subject formed an attachment of sorts without whatever sense of comfort or stability that brought him. His manipulate motivation has been sapped. He sits, stares, listens, and only acts with aggression whenever I approach him. He truly just doesn't care anymore. The mind of an animal does not process grief in the same way as people. If a dog's master dies, it waits around at the same places and wonders where the scent is strong, thinking someday its master has to return. A whole forms in their life, and without eye processing, they must walk around it forever or simply allow themselves to fall in. But 1166 is not fully an animal, even if his mannerisms and behavioral characteristics suggest as much. Whatever boy there is deep inside, I think he's scared, broken down by isolation over too long a time for us to salvage much from what's still there. He was designed for one purpose and one purpose only. A design made flawed by paranoia and ego, and that he's a failure by design. Someone above my pay grade can decide what to do with him. For now, he can sulk and spend his days wishing for a master that I can guarantee you didn't care for him at all. Signature, Dr. Carmine McCabe. 789. Okay. Okay. So there's nine more documents. Nine. Oh, God. No. October 28th. On October 28th, the 1166 keyword was rendered ineffective for the recovery screen. Thankfully, players could access that content again by typing recover BBI into the terminal. Meanwhile, the informant resurfaced on the official Puppy Playtime Discord server under the guise of their Playtime Co account. They informed users about a hidden message newly implemented into the website, ending that they were making noise, interpreting the informant as referring to audio. The users checking the PCSS window discovered that the original audio signals from all three cameras had returned, replacing the previous audio signals. However, camera CO1 had subtle alterations in its audio signal compared to its original version. Said changes were a series of taps heard throughout the feed, which fans recognized as a tap code. Decrypting it gave the message find Sawyer evidence and putting Sawyer evidence as a keyword for the recover window, followed by find Sawyer evidence.zip as a prompt that presented users with a zip file named Sawyer evidence. Repeating the command prompt at least 5 times revealed 5 additional zip files. Each zip file had a single document labeled findings, which contained photos of small ripped pieces of different documents. Said fragments had been mixed, separated, and rotated in a similar fashion to a jigsaw puzzle. Soon after fans um separated, aligned, and assorted the fragments by relevance, assembling 6 different documents. Yep. We know, we know. Let's go to incident report, Brandon. Incident report. The contents of this document are confidential and only intended for recipients specified on back. Incident primary information. Date 1993. Employee name Brandon. Department tourism. It's a bit hard to remember everything that happened. It's like my mind is all jumbled up when I think about it. Like I can't think about it without being there again. In that moment still, I'll try to write everything I remember. I guided my appointed group. We made our way above. We usually have no problem. The group is big. I think those at the back dragged behind halfway across. I heard a scream. Then everyone was screaming. The mines, turned them off in time. But I tried. I don't think anyone heard me. Nobody heard anything over the alarms. The whole thing couldn't have lasted less than a minute or two. Instant causes: bad safety equipment, bad parenting, stupid kid. Please. Whatever happens, don't let all this come back on me. Whatever you want from me, take it. Just don't tell anyone it was me. I'm just a kid, man. I have a future and everything, and I can't have this hang over me. Tell the parents, tell the news, tell everyone it wasn't my fault. Oh, Pierre's invitation. Is this the second one? Yes, it is. Dear Dr. Sawyer, first introductions. My name is Laith Pierre. I'm the head of innovation at the Playtime Co-Factory. You are Dr. Harley Sawyer, a neuroscientist with quite a little reputation. Not a major player in your field, no, but someone with ambition and big ideas, someone looking to get ahead. Now, I know the natural next question was that of a successful toy business reaching out to little old me. Well, for you, I have the project of a lifetime. It took a little digging, but I know you were once part of Elliot's Young Geniuses program. This making you uniquely qualified for what I'm about to ask from you. However, given that letter is far from the proper place to convey this information, let me extend to you an invitation. January 15th, 1990, meet me at the Playtime Co Factory. Believe me, you'll know me when you see me. This is your way to get ahead, Dr. Sawyer, the opportunity you've been waiting for. I know you'll make the right decision. Sincerely, Leith Pierre, Head of Innovation. Oh, this is interesting. Experiment 1, abridged testing notes. Experiment 1015 tags archived play care. H. Sawyer, bridge testing notes. Our understanding of neuronal reactivation is in part or whole wrong. Use of systematic tissues seemed initially promising but yielded no results. Subjects showed minor brain activity of any kind. Another failure. Overshoot innovation that this is norm. After all, we are dealing with a field so new it has no name, much less a clear path. So that's literally it. That's all it is. 1026 testing notes. Abridged testing notes experiment 1026. Tags archived for later. Subject Holly Sawyer. Subject was alive for a total of 45 minutes, of which only 3 were in anything resembling a conscious state. Upon first signs of awakening, 1026 sat upright as if startled by something. They stared blankly at the other end of the observation room. Of course, assisting staff members rushed in, checking the equipment and asking them a variety of questions. 1026 answered none of them, but directed their gaze at whoever was talking, and was even able to track a moving object to staff member's index finger when prompted. Subject then slowly laid back down and closed her eyes. After a few minutes, blood pressure began falling extremely rapidly, and 1026 expired. Attempts to resuscitate were not successful. Experiment 1160 Special Projects. A bridge testing notes Experiment 1160 tags Bigger Bodies Initiative Play Care. Holly Sawyer, no longer must we be tied to the size or morphology of our test subjects. 1160 represents an entirely new approach to the project and is proof that it can be done. Who will be the first of this initiative? The first of these bigger bodies. If we continue to improve our procedures, there will be another benefit as well. Lathan as Bunnyman will be placated, they will have their investments and see money saved, and I will be able to continue on with my work. Promising, very promising indeed. Sandwich note. If you show up with another ham sandwich with she wrapped up in Peter, I will really might just kill you, huh? As seriously as you usually do, though I bet you saw a show. I don't think you were around at the time, but Sweet Pickles figures can't have anything sweet or in it anyway. Point is, if you find yourself taking his lunch order at Pickles, if you want to keep your head on your shoulder, one bad pickle away from blowing the whole place. Sorry, yeah. Anyways, lunch, Pete. Honestly, grab me anything. American cheese and Peter, I was serious about that. I gotta make some jokes and take some jokes to keep place. To take place. Following the release of Chapter 4 trailer, Yanabe Mob Entertainment released a post containing a single eye emoji seemingly referencing the ominous eye seen in the aforementioned trailer. Interestingly, the computer that the eye appeared on was the exact same model as the Ice Pick ARGs. Yeah, well, sees the silence needed to relocate. We have an important message. It's too dangerous to share over this channel. We will try another way. Message delivered. Can't say specifics, but we are making noise. Hello, we believe you may have been compromised. Were you aware of this? Oh, that's a bit late. That's a bit of a go on. On November 7th, Mob Entertainment posted a message on the social network X teasing players with a suggestion to wishlist Chapter 4 on Steam under the following phrase. You should totally wishlist Puppy Playtime Chapter 4 on Steam, also I heard. Upon visiting the Steam page, fans discovered a command in the page description of the features section that said start subsys login. By entering this command in the C domain network directory, a new request appeared. subsystem login interface enter username. When trying to carry out the procedure with the PCSS window open, a message appeared that said, "Error, please try the start subsys login command on a different page other than the PCSS camera pages. Steam pages new prompt." Oh, yeah, I see it, yeah. Enter username, and then, yeah, that. A few minutes later, Mob Entertainment responded to the previous message indicating that an unknown communicator had infiltrated the official Poppy Playtime Discord server. Wait, there's a mysterious communicator in the official Discord. At the same time, the informant reached out to users and warned them that their position could be compromised. When users asked who was behind this intrusion, the tipster responded by saying that they had drawn the system's attention but were not sure how much he knew. It was revealed that a third party had taken control of the company's IT support email. The tipster advised players to take advantage of this situation as the system had not yet fully understood what was happening or who was responsible. "Hello, we believe you may have been compromised. Were you aware of this? You seem to have caught the system's attention. In your place in it may not be safe." To your second question, we don't know. Give us a few moments, we will get back to you. The domain has taken the IT email back, but you may be able to use that to your advantage. The system does not know what you are. Not yet. Okay. Logging in on page 01. Now that they knew that email support was under new management, players contacted the account once again. While they received a number of responses related to their questions, none provided a useful username. In parallel, some developers present on the official Poppy Playtime Discord server at the time began to make significant changes to their profiles. These modifications included using the Zelgo font, replacing the names with color blocks, adding eye emojis, and changing their profile banners to different colored backgrounds. Finally, all elements of their profiles, including images and banners, adopted an all-white scheme. Players quickly associated the change with Playtime co-scientist Dr. Bruno White. In addition, the username of one of the developers who had updated his profile with these features changed to admin, revealing that White was the owner of the computer. After reaching this conclusion, the players contacted the account again, which eventually confirmed that the administrator of the account was Bruno White. He also provided previously unknown information about the scientist and revealed that the username required to log into the terminal was Bruno.White. Upon entering this username, players were taken to a new window entitled Page 01, which was similar in design to the interface of the recover window. To proceed, the system prompted users to enter a password. Returning to the third party, users asked him if he knew White's password, to which he denied. He assumed it would be a sarcastic job at the first person jab at the first person given their bitter relationship with the late doctor. Furthermore, the contact hinted that Dr. White's password would not be creative, as he often simply repeated his words while they spent time together. Since Soy's temperament on trivial matters had been mentioned earlier in two separate documents, Sandwich Note and Photoscan 4. Fans thought the password would be in one of them. In Photoscan 4, they noticed a phrase that was repeated twice and underlined with red ink, "one bad day." By entering this phrase as "one bad day" as the password for page 01, it unlocked and revealed a black background with a cryptic red message. He asked if I still dream. Why? This changes nothing. A broken leash, caskets. I do. What became of it? Earth, it incident. Still, it's strange that things that linger. Do you know 1166? Does he know you? Do you know me? What do you want? Pathetic, amusing, but pathetic. What are you? An errant thought? A rogue process? Process help. Why I should I need that? I never have cogito, ego sum I am me, are you me? What do I desire? The golden path? And some quiet, every bell but whom does it toll? I know what I am, ridiculous. What use this system not available to me? Others perhaps scouring data tables. No, nobody still alive, cold everywhere. I know where I am. It is not like you used to be. No, don't think that way. Now isn't the time. I know my name, a necessary part of the process. Dr. White, eyes peering from behind a pane of glass. He always did have a sudden drive in a bad memory, but what good did it do for it? None. He is dead. What was Dr. White's role? Superior, supposedly. He must have been so glad this to to me. Samuel Lee was not adopted. Who is the admin? Bruno White. Poppy, her path leads to ruin. 1006, the prototype. Does that count as in vivo or in vitro? Experiment 1170, Huggy Wuggy, obedient, patient, perhaps. Temporary LOS with surface will restore. Was password something snide? My best guess, some jab at me behind my back. Who was in glass? Me. Name equals Bruno.White. Register working from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. He, him, yeah. Please enter password. Something snide my best guess. Some jab at me behind my back. Nothing creative spinning my words back like a child. He did this to me. He asked if I still dream. Why, this changes nothing. A broken leash, casket, Cedo. What became of her? Theatre incident still is strange, the thing that lingers. November 8th incident. Hold on. November 8th, players discovered that the phrase theatre incident in page 1's message was hyperlinked. Linked. Clicking the hyperlink downloaded a zip file named incident. Inside the zip file was a folder, and inside that folder were 5 images and a document. Yeah, theta zero more. Okay. Holly Sawyer, this boy is a curiosity among these young minds. He cares little for friendship in the way each of the others seem to, nor does he care to treat his work or his scientific processes as anything other than serious. In this boy, I believe I sense a drive unlike any I've seen, and he has the smarts to match. If I might just be a tad selfish here, he is exactly who I hope this program would attract. For despite not caring for his comrades' company or the fun of our project, he did take an immediate and very noticeable interest in me. The boy hardly smiles, save for when the two of us work on an invention. Locked in the throes of another grand experiment, I've tried to ask him, get a sense of for who he is. And while he doesn't say much from how he talks about home, I get a sense he doesn't miss it. A mind such as his can be quick to isolate himself from his peers, and if not surrounded by kindness, that mind can twist. The way he spoke almost made me feel sorry for him, but this, doing what we're doing here with me, he told me it was all he ever wanted. I've taken a liking to the boy, and I confess, I hope to keep him around. He's sharp, intelligent, curious, and fiercely determined. I think we've got something special in him. If I'm right, I think he might just be who leads science into the future. Theater 1, Huggy Wuggy, Theater 2, 3, 4, ARG warning. That's also part of this warning and just a silhouette. And then warning revealed. Warning betrayed. Transcript. He took everything. I thought you cared. Nobody cares. Nobody understands. Elliot Ludwig is a soft, pathetic, small-minded backstabber. Nothing more. Fans. November 15th. Informant lost. Yes! Finally nearing the end. On November 15th, the informant resurfaced on the official Poppy Playtime Discord server. They informed users that they had left new instructions for users repeating their previous clue about making noise. However, this profile image suddenly changed to the ominous System I, revealing it had finally found and overtaken the informant's account. Having discovered who had been accessing the central domain, the system warned users to stay out as this would be their only warning. We need a favor. We need a favor. We gave instructions. Did you see them? Please excuse the silence. Needed to relocate. Can't say specifics, but we are making noise. Ah, now I see. I will give you this warning once and only once. Stay out. Maze document. Following this warning, players found the login page had disappeared completely, with page 1 becoming the main page. Several words were hyperlinked, and clicking the hyperlinks would lead to different pages, essentially a maze of sorts. Players who clicked on the word dream and then it on the next page found an intriguing discovery. The third page's word find was a blue hyperlink. Clicking the link took users to a message with a phrase written below it. SX009, adding the text at the end of the website link led to another message. This time, two words had blue hyperlinks. A good trick sometimes where we keep something is more important than the thing we keep. Innovation is key. After interacting with the words where, your, order, and alls in sequential order, fans found another phrase, FM3400. Inputting the text into the website link led to a page containing one hyperlinked word, no, instead of leading to another page or document named 6734138F760B14DDC45AEAC4 underscore letter was downloaded when users interacted with this hyperlink. With the hyperlink, this letter was written by Elliot Ludwig and addressed to Holly Sawyer, who the former had remorsefully removed from his Young Geniuses program. Ludwig cited Sawyer's lack of humility and ambitious obsession with results solely for science's sake, than humanity's as the primary results reasons for his removal. Fog everywhere. Is it creeping further? Boiling fog. I will find it a little closer each time, light bulb closer and closer. Good trick sometimes where we keep something is more important than the thing we keep. Innovation is key. They can see, look away, don't think it from yourself. SX009, what do you think you're doing here? An array of holes in the wall where the slurry is siphoned. Hot tubes and cool air, the key is innovation. They can see, look away, don't think it. Hide it from yourself, FM34100, no. Okay, YGP Holly Sawyer removal. Ollie, let me begin with this with a bit of bluntness. As I know you appreciate not dancing around what needs to be said, despite how much it pains me, I've decided to remove you from the Young Geniuses program. I didn't want it to turn out this way, Holly. I didn't want to hurt or discourage you. Yours is truly a brilliant mind, probably the most brilliant of anyone I've ever known. Every day I've seen your drive, your determination, and your incessant need for progress. Working with you, it's been one of the most rewarding experiences of my entire life. But even so, I have to be honest with myself and with you. Because despite all that I see in you, despite all that you can be, there's one glaring flaw in you I can no longer make myself ignore. Your lack of humility. Scientific progress should always be to the benefit of humanity. Progress made simply for the sake of progress often winds up hurting us more than it helps. I've tried to temper that in you as I once had to temper it in myself, but it became clear to me that such intrusions on my part only incited your anger. You finally lashed out at me one evening and stormed out of the lab. Don't be soft, Elliot, you said. Progress doesn't care for how anyone feels about it. I knew immediately that you were wrong, but I wasn't sure what to do, what could shift your thinking. In agonizing over it, I was reminded of what ultimately changed me, of what gave me the perspective I needed. It was seeing the world and people again, bouncing back from rejection and hardship through connection. And thinking about those days, I'm reminded that rejection can sometimes be the best thing for us. It can remind us why our actions matter and who they're for. Ultimately, I believe it made me a better person, and I have to believe that doing this now will make you better too. So I challenge you to head for home, Harley, and to look at the people around you, to try for a new perspective. To better know why progress matters. One day I hope you'll understand. Maybe you'll even thank me, but even still, I'm sorry. Your friend, Elliot Ludwig. May's phone number. Yes! This is the bit I kinda got, but also didn't. After uncovering the document, players began highlighting the different pages, looking for hidden letters, numbers, or phrases that could lead to more findings. Through this process, fans uncovered 10 different numbers. Note the KGA, KJ, and JDJA branches numbers were already revealed. 80603569794. After uncovering this series of numbers, fans were initially unsure what order they had to put them in. Fortunately, one of the developers posted a clue on the official Puppy Playtime server, stating a specific cipher was involved. With this clue in mind, players realized that the URLs of the branches with the numbers ended in strange and incomprehensible words. The maze's other URLs ended with words like I or clarity. Upon closer inspection, users deduced that the words were created under a keyed Caesar cipher, which would require a specific keyword to decode. Since the message innovation is key had been repeated numerous times in the maze, fans suspected this was their answer, and putting innovation as the keyword revealed 10 comprehensible words. KJA1, RWK2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. With the order revealed, fans put the numbers together corresponding to the numbers revealed in the branches and realized that they formed the phone number 800-364-6597. Calling this number played a recording of a meeting between Leith Pierre, Stella Graber, and Andy Emin Ruderman. During this meeting, they discuss a catastrophic and soon to be highly confidential event that occurred within the premises of Playtime Co. Said event is heavily implied to be the theater incident. The phone call ends with Jared Lockhart interrupting the higher ups meeting, revealing the perpetrator responsible for the tragedy was Harley Sawyer. Yeah, wait. Let me show you this. So, innovation is 8 key. How did this come to be? Intention. Goal path 1170 password Bruno. Wrong. 6. How shall I go about this? I know what's required. Will I get a chance? Curse this hell. Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. Calling active. Security active. Power active. Processing active. Main systems bus active. Random access memory RAM active. Plus 538E processors. A thousand years, and they will understand. I have always been right. I can only be right. They would not understand. Innovation is key. What are third those of temporary flesh and bone? They would not become anything more otherwise. I am merciful. I will save us. Innovation is key. What did they require of me? To sit idly, fools. And faintly I can still recall the sensation of sunshine. No good to linger on that. No use for distractions. I see you. ARG terminated. On November 19th, the website was updated again. However, rather than adding new content, users were met with a blank computer monitor with the website page titled Terminal End. Thus, users could no longer access the ARG website, leaving all content previously revealed to be lost media. Although the ARG's conclusion has been confirmed by a developer via the official Discord server, two final files could be accessed from the page on the top left-hand side of the page. Users notice two Google Drive URLs spaced apart. This one and this one. The first link led to a corrupted image with an eye and the word were faintly seen. When users converted the image into a text file, they discovered a message hidden amongst the image's code with regards Sawyer. This message revealed that Harley Sawyer sent the image file, however, by modifying the hexadecimal code of the photo file to remove the glitchy aspects, a spike silhouette, the anonymous an enigmatic eyeball, and the message you were warned were now visible. The second link led to an MP3 file named. Okay. The second link led to an MP3 file named recording.mp3, which was an audio enhanced version of the incident aftermath phone call recording. Mob would also post this recording on Twitter/X the very next day. Though this decision initially seemed redundant, users noticed two changes absent from the phone call version. At the beginning of the recording, players could hear someone nervously shifting around in their seat, and at the end of the recording, a high-pitched sound is heard. Running the high-pitched sound clip through a spectrogram reveals the message. I'm not reading that because I don't know Greek. The message having been written using the Greek alphabet, roughly translated to the baptism of fire. So this is it.
You know why we're all here. Let's skip the formalities. Eddie, the cleanup. What's the progress?
We'll be in the clear by the week's end. And it goes without saying, but word of this doesn't breathe beyond the factory's walls. Not as anything concrete. I've made sure of that.
Has Lockhart come forward with any information? Even the number of bodies?
No. Nothing yet.
Those poor people. Did we really have to...
We did what was necessary, Miss Gregor.
Of course.
The real question here is, when we find who's responsible, whose mistake this is, what do we do with them?
Oh, you mean after I've gotten my hands wrapped around their neck? I figured I'd just give it a nice squeeze until they stop squirming around. Sound like a plan?
Lath, think rationally here. We need to...
If you like having your job, Sharon, beat it! We're busy!
It's me.
Oh, step on in, Mr. Lockhart. My constituents and I were just discussing some sensitive business.
Afraid I'm here to complicate that there.
Well, don't leave us in suspense! What half-wit, soon-to-be dead man made this mistake?
Dr. Harley Sawyer.
Hopefully you guys could hear that. Yep, you can. Okay, that was interesting. The baptism of fire. That's the end! Finally, dude! That took forever. 3 hours! We've been live for 3 hours going over 2 ARGs. Oh my gosh, it's great to finally be done. I did not expect this to take 3 hours of live streaming. I'm just glad we're finally done, dude. I'm just glad we're finally done. Stay out. Yeah, I'm glad we're finally done. Oh, that took forever. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you guys all enjoyed the third day of the playtime. The week of playtime. This is the third day. Hope you guys all enjoyed. See you all next time when we do Project Playtime and Copy Playtime Forever. That's tomorrow, dude! Yo! This is gonna be great, dude! I'm losing my voice. I hope I can last all week. Because we've got long streams happening for the next few days. Like, over an hour. This took 3 hours. I can imagine that for chapter 3 and 2 and 1 streams. But yeah, hope you guys all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video. Good.